Welcome to this English listening practice story. Today's episode is an emotional, dramatic, and inspirational life story. It teaches you simple English, deep vocabulary, and a powerful message about pain, betrayal, and becoming stronger. This story will help you improve your listening skills, your confidence, and your understanding of emotional English. Now, let's begin.
There once lived a young man named Arman. He had no job, he had no money, but he had a heart full of dreams. Most of all, he loved a girl named Ria. He loved her deeply, more than anything in the world. Every day he thought, "One day I will marry her. One day we will build a life together." But dreams and reality are not always the same.
One evening, Arman and Ria sat together near a quiet lake. The wind was soft. The sky was pink. It felt like a perfect moment. But Ria's words broke his heart. She looked into his eyes and said, "Arman, I love you, but I cannot marry you unless you earn something. If you want a future with me, you must have a job." The words hit him like a heavy stone. He felt small. He felt weak. But he also felt determined. He whispered, "I will find a job. I promise you." Ria smiled, but her smile was not the same. There was doubt in her eyes.
The next morning, Arman began his search. He walked miles under the hot sun. He knocked on every door. He stood in long lines. He waited and waited. Every company said the same words. "Sorry, we are not hiring. You don't have enough experience. We will call you later." But no one called. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Arman's hope started to break slowly. But still, every night he prayed. Just one job, just one chance. For Ria, for their future.
One morning, when he almost gave up, his phone rang. It was a company. They said, "Congratulations, you are selected." Arman could not believe his ears. His hands shook, his eyes filled with tears. He ran outside, shouting with joy, "Thank you, Allah! Thank you!" The first thing he wanted to do was tell Ria. He called her with a trembling voice. "Ria, I did it! I got a job! Now we can—" But he never finished that sentence. Ria's voice was cold. She said, "Arman, I can't talk now." He laughed nervously. "Did something happen?" Ria took a deep breath. "I got married today." Arman froze. "Married? To whom?" Ria replied, "A rich man, much older than me. My family wanted security. You couldn't give that." It felt like the world broke around him. The sky felt darker. The air felt heavier. His heart shattered into pieces. She continued, "I hope you understand. Goodbye, Arman." The call ended. His life changed forever. Arman sat alone on the floor of his small room. Tears fell from his eyes non-stop. He felt empty. He felt useless. He felt betrayed. Days passed. He stopped eating. He stopped sleeping. He stopped caring. He began taking drugs to numb the pain, to forget her, to forget life. His parents cried. His friends begged him to stop. But Arman whispered, "Why should I live? The person I loved
left me behind. He attempted suicide many times, by medicine, by cutting, by drowning. But every time someone saved him. Until one night, Armand decided, this is it. I cannot live like this anymore. He took a rope and prepared to hang himself from the ceiling. The room was dark. The silence was heavy. He closed his eyes and said his final words. I have nothing left. But just as he kicked the chair, he saw a picture on the wall. A picture of his parents, smiling, holding him as a child, loving him without condition. His heart stopped. He cried loudly for the first time in months. He whispered, if she could leave me, why should I leave my parents? He removed the rope. He fell to the floor. He cried until morning. That night changed everything.
The next morning, Armand stood in front of the mirror. He looked weak. He looked tired. But he saw something else. Strength. He said to himself, I will change my life, not for her, not for anyone, but for myself and for my parents. He quit drugs. He quit self-pity. He quit living like a broken man. He quit the job he wasn't passionate about and decided to start something new, a business. He worked day and night. He failed many times. He lost money. He faced rejection. But this time, he did not give up. Every failure became a lesson. Every struggle made him stronger.
Years passed. Armand's small idea became a company. His company became a brand, and his brand became the biggest in the country. People now called him the youngest billionaire, the business legend, and the man who never gave up. Newspapers printed his story. Schools invited him as a motivational speaker. Everywhere he went, people respected him, but he never showed pride. He always remembered the broken man he once was. One day, a journalist asked him, "What made you so successful?" Armand smiled softly and said, "Pain, betrayal, and the memory of the night I almost ended my life. I realized one truth. If someone leaves you because of your situation, that person never deserved to stay. Become strong. Become better. Become someone the world can never ignore." The room was silent. Everyone felt his words. Armand continued, "If life breaks you, break the limits, not yourself." And that is how a broken, jobless boy became one of the greatest businessmen in his country.
Thank you for listening to this English practice story. You learned new emotional expressions, simple English sentences, and a deep life lesson. Pain can destroy you or rebuild you. The choice is always yours. Keep practicing, keep learning, keep growing.